Some moments deserve more than a photo. They deserve a beautiful story. Today, we're going to create an elegant layout with the whole kit and caboodle using page kit number 2. It's timeless, it's beautiful, and I loving the elegance of it. Hi everyone, it's Kathy here, and this is day 2 or layout number 2 from the kit of Whole Kit and Caboodle. If you haven't seen my kit, I will leave a link in my description box down below to all of the videos on my playlist so that you can go and check them out, as well as the full playlist of all those people playing along with Ginger at Ginger's Corner for the Whole Kit and Caboodle. So today I chose this page kit here with the 2 pieces of paper. I love this chevron paper. Seriously, I think it is my favorite of the whole thing in the kit. I love the blue. I love the chevron. I love the fact that it's got that denim-y feel to it, and it just is so gorgeous. I think I'm going to have to go and get more. Yeah, I've used up every piece in the kit now, so I definitely need to go and get some more because it is just stunning. So I'm using the blue again. I did blue last one. I'm using blue again this time. And I did cut out a 1-inch frame with that amazing wood grain. It is seriously one of the best color collections I've seen for a while. I love the peaches and I love the grays and the blues. It's just beautiful. So I'm layering up this layout so that I can get started. I'm doing it one edge at a time so that I am actually getting it without any ripples and also with a smooth, clean edge to it. You saw that I used my distressing tool to distress up the edges. That's just to add some texture to it. And now I'm going to bring in the photo. Now, isn't this photo gorgeous? It is of my daughter. It was captured as we got off the boat at Nemea, and they just captured her. It's just stunning. I love it. It's just her in a natural pose. She's very relaxed. She's got that just carefree smile, and the photographer, we actually had 2 photographers taking photos at that time. One was doing it in color and one was in grey and white. We didn't know the black and white one was happening. We knew they were taking photos. The guy that was doing the black and white was off to the side, so he actually captured it while she was not even aware that the photo was happening. So it was just beautiful, and I'm so glad that she got it in her package, and I'm taking the time to create an elegant layout for her for that photo. Now I am distressing, and you saw that I distressed that photo. That it can be a tricky thing, and some people get a little bit worried about touching the photo. Don't forget, it's just a photo. You can reprint it. It's yeah, it's a bit of a cost, but that's okay. It's not gone forever. You can just reprint it if you're not happy with the effect. But I distressed the edge of the photo, and I also distressed the edge of that wood grain paper behind it because I wanted it to really just have that texture on the layout. I'm cutting out a circle now, and this is going to become a bit of a feature or a landing point for my clusters on the layout, and that's important, having a landing point. So I have done the blue blade around the smallest circle cutter, and with the leftover here I'm flipping it over to bring the blue in a little bit more to the layout, and I'm just distressing the edges for that as well, and that gives it that extra piece of texture which really does add to a layout. All right, so now that I've got that done, I can start building where I want things to go. I'm going to add half down there and half in behind the photo there, and I'm going to layer the blue up there, and you know I like layering. I love lots of layers, and this is just going to add. Now this frame is also part of this kit, and I fussy cut it off one of the sheets, and I'm only going to use half of it on this layout. I did think I was going to use the full frame, but playing with it and auditioning it, as Orona says, I realized that I only actually want the half frame on there, because I was going to bring it over here, as you can see, but it just looked not right. It didn't look balanced. But if I pull it out and only have the half circle, and the frame, that gives me my 3, and that's why it looks balanced. So that's how I'm going to go with it. I'm just looking at what I want to do. I just feel the background, even though I love, see, that's how it layers up beautifully. Even though I love this paper, I do want a little bit more to it, okay? Because you know I'm liking a little bit of layering. This is a Scrapbook Fantasy Essential as well, and you can just see that I didn't clean it. It had a bit of the mahogany on there, and I've now just gone over the top with the scorched timber, and that's given this nice rusticy feel which ties in beautifully with the colors that are on the wood grain. paper, so it fits beautifully nicely. I couldn't have done it better if I tried. And so I'm just adding little bits of that script to the background just to add some more interest to the layout, because there is a lot of white space on this one, and you know me with white space, I can't cope, so a bit of mixed media helps that balance out for me. So I'm just taping it up and getting ready to place it down. I am using tape this time. I'm not gluing it. I'm just going to put it down with tape, and that will hold it in place, and then I will glue when I'm using the flowers and putting them into place later on. So the half circles are just a feature that contrast with the rectangles of the photo, and by putting in that frame there, it's adding another little bit of colour to the layout, and it also allows for the landing place for the florals in the clusters that I'm going to create now. They are just beautiful. Look at these papers. I did play around with this one here until I turned it on the side, and yes, that's exactly where I wanted it to be. I've got that one down on the bottom left that naturally has the curve in it. Now that works so perfect for there. So that went in nicely. And I'm just going to pull in some foliage, I think. Now, in here, there is a little bird that I've tucked into the corner there. Remember, I'm still not getting the birds, but I'm going to use them up, and I put it there into that little cluster. And then I'm playing with the green leaves that were on the half strip of one of the papers that you saw, and you can see that in the kit reveal if you go on by the link down below. And then I'm just tucking in some more of these peachy florals that go with it. And then I like these two little bows that are in the peach, so I'm just going to tuck those in like they're tying the florals together. And then there was this like purple wisteria that were on the fussy cut parts, and I just thought, well, you know what, the main one at the top had a bit of purple wisteria in it, so I'm going to drag it down into the clusters as well. And there are little white flowers in there that I actually go to the package to get one to tuck in and down at the bottom as well, to make sure that the clusters are balanced. I've picked these 3 buttons, like they're the fuzzy cut buttons, and I'm putting those into the clusters. And then I have that title Wanderlust, which is also from Scrapbook Fantasies, and I'm going to colour it up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful how that all comes together? So I am using my distress stain. Now, I love, love, love these stains, and it's so, so sad that you can't get them anymore. I think they were one of Tim Holtz's best inventions, these stains. I love them. But they're becoming very much used, and so I'm getting very worried what I'm going to do when I don't have them anymore. I just think they're fantastic. I'm hope one day he'll put out another range of them, because they were just brilliant for mixed media. I just love the wash that they give. And for chipboard, beautiful, soaks in nice. Now, just to top it off, I'm going to use this glitter marker, which going over the top just to give it a little bit of a shimmer, and that's in the same color, and it just works beautifully for the layout, and it picks up that frame a little bit more. So you'll see when it goes onto the layout that it balances out the richness of the frame with the title. And Wanderlust is what I want my children to embrace and be part of. I think they need to explore the world, and it's always great for traveling and opening up people's eyes to new experiences and what it is around the world. Look at it there, just fantastic. So it goes in underneath the photo there. I love how this is coming together. It is elegant. You have to admit, it's just very pretty and very elegant. It has a diagonal with the clusters, which is great, going from the bottom left up to the top right. And now to finish off, I'm going to add some clear gemstones. Now, these are just divine. They're just beautiful, and they just can be used anywhere on any layout because they are clear. So they're little crystals, and I'm just putting them into my sets of 3 to set up that visual triangle. And because they are see-through, they are carrying through the colors of the layout, which is just amazing. And I'm going to add another set of 3 over here. They are fiddly. I'm not going to admit it. To get them on is a little bit fiddly, but it's so worth it in the long run. And it just looks very, very effective and something different from the Nouveaux that I normally go to. So I'm just popping them in, and this is the last of the 3. It is just that little touch of elegance with the little crystals, and I like it. What do you think, guys? Do you think it's great? It's pretty cool what you can do with 2 pieces of paper, isn't it? So don't be afraid to have a go. Everybody can come up with an amazing layout with 2 pieces of paper and a cardstock, because I had a brown cardstock which is framing my photo there, and then the fuzzy cut elements from the pack as well. So I haven't added anything else except for that chipboard title, and this page is coming together beautifully. Just finishing it off here with some faux stitching around those circles, and that's just making them really pop up off the page. And then I'm going to draw in a messy frame around the border, as you can see here, just straight down. Just drag your pen straight down, and it doesn't matter if it's got a little bit of a wiggle. It really does matter what pen you use, I've found over time. So I use a fine line Pilot pen. It's really, really good for creating this fine border, and it doesn't get clumpy, and it just comes nicely onto your layout. And there it is. Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? And I love the Doppler effect in the background of the layout. It's just very cute. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon this was a great page kit that came together in a fashionable and on-trend layout? Or do you think it was a little bit flatter than what I usually do? Let me know in the comments. I love that hint of mixed media in the background. The colors are just so rich. The black and white photo screams, elegance. It screams, I don't need too much on this layout to make me a great memory page. And that's what this one is. Now, you need to remember, these are all from the cruise. So they are like the first page, and then there's a companion page with little photos that marry, and they will all come in. And when I have done a whole lot, I will do a flip through our cruise album so that you can see it all together as one whole thing. And look at that beautiful mixed media. Look at those beautiful rich colors. You too can have it. Give me a thumbs up. Hope you like it enough. And if you're new to my channel, I hope I've done enough for you to subscribe. I'm trying to reach that 1,000. Here's my next video for you. Stay creative.